Hello, my Sword students. Sword Sensei here, back at again with another video. Sorry, I haven't been posting. I meant to post a video, but I decided to scrap the first recording, and it was getting really late, and I just forgot about it. And I have a few what ifs that I wanted to post, but I'm thinking about them. I'm either scrapping them and gonna record them later. Well, and I try to do that, and I never get around to it. Anyway, the reason why I'm doing this video is because I rolled my ankle really bad last night, and I didn't feel it until this morning. My ankle hurts so bad, it's super swelled. It's not super swelled, but it's pretty swelled, and I can't really walk on my right foot. So I'm trying to ice it over. I've been trying to do that for the past since I don't know, since 8 since 8 a.m. No, sorry, since 1 p.m. Okay. I've just been trying to ice it over and stuff, and I'm just making this video because I'm like, no, I don't think I've ever seen any YouTuber do this. So, this is what if Deku had a nuke core. I know I know you guys have seen, like a nuclear explosion? No, an actual like a nuclear reactor. And I know if you guys look it up, you'll only find a texting story or a couple texting stories um on just nuclear Deku. And well, I'm here to actually make a what if on what if Deku actually had a nuclear reactor as a quirk. Now, now we go to Deku when he's 3. Yeah, three. Um, we see Deku as he is. Yeah, hold on, guys. Let me switch out my Raycons real quick because this one's getting low. Yeah, there we go. It should switch over. Yeah, okay. Um, well, I'm here. Yeah, Deku is 3. Now, what the Midoriyas have, uh, what Inko Midoriya, and I'm gonna say Hasashi Midoriya, because I'm gonna say he's in there too, as a nuclear physicist, you know, because, nuclear physicist for, Japan's nuclear reactor, and, uh, also, nuclear weapons just in case they go to war or an unknown force comes, stuff like that. They want to just, you know, stuff like that. And that's okay. Hopefully my pets don't come in my room. Um, so and Inko is just a still stay-at-home mom, but she keeps herself in fit because Sashi's there to even if Deku wasn't quirkless in this what it in this if he wasn't quirkless in this what if and Hasashi was still there. I mean, was quirkless. Sorry. And he was still there, and Ingo would still keep herself in shape. Anyway, um, I forget what they're called, but they pick up not gamma, but radiation, like a radiation monitor, or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. But Sashi's noticed that it's gone higher and higher, and then Izuku meets Bakugo. Bakugo does regular happy Bakugo because he's not. Doesn't have the big boom booms. His quirk, yeah, I don't know why I said big boom booms. I'm sorry, I'm extremely tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. Well, the night before that, I haven't got much sleep, period. And I got an electric guitar. Oh, yeah, I need to post that video so I can show you guys what it looks like. And I got an electric guitar. I've been playing it recently and just doing stuff like that. Anyway, um um Saki has noticed that the his thing goes off near Izuku, but he hasn't gotten his quirk yet, so it's sort of like a mutation type. Also, this is his suit, but imagine the red gauntlets on both arms. And then imagine, his regular mask, his upper and bottom mask, replaced with a hazmat suit, a has God, a hazmat suit mask with the nuke symbol on the chest. Also, this is what his quirk looks like when he activates it. And instead of he doesn't have the lightning. He just his arms glow, and he emits like a sort of like green aura instead of red. But his arms glow the exact same way, but instead of red, it's green. Just imagine that. And yeah, sorry. Okay. Oh god. Ow. Mm, oof. Also, happy 4th of July, guys. Even though that was yesterday, I don't care. I'm so tired. But anyway, yeah. So it's Izuku, turns 4, yada yada yada. He goes to the court doctor. The doctor says, "Well, your son." They run some tests and stuff. I'm trying to get through this part because you guys don't really care about this part. Oof, gosh, stomach. I know you're hungry. I ate like 6 Oreos like 5 hours ago. Deal with it. I know I'm not healthy. Anyway, um, Izuku, the doctor says that that you, your son has a very powerful quirk. We've concluded it has something to do with nuclear energy building up in his body. He he can use his quirk as uh, um, what is it called? Um, his yeah, that's his. Yeah, he has a nuclear reactor built into him. That's his quirk. It doesn't have a nuclear reactor built into it, but his body acts as a nuclear reactor, and it needs to let off the nuclear steam, nuclear reactor, stuff like that. And they decide on the name nuclear reactor, obviously, or or I want to say Chernobyl. If you guys don't know what Chernobyl is, it's a nuclear reactor site. The high radiation, no one's really allowed to go in there, even though there's that people go in there and take tours and shit and stuff. It's in Russia. Say oh, say oh. Sorry, but Russian combat. Anyway, um, they decide on the name nuclear reactor. And I think you guys already know what his name's gonna be. It's Fallout. Like this is perfect. His hero name is Fallout. Why wouldn't his hero name be Fallout? Also, why would his quirk name be actually? Because Overhaul is his name comes from his quirk Overhaul. Hold on, I'm thinking what quirk name and name that they have. Because Kamui Woods, his powers wood. Yeah, I get that. Mount Lady can grow big, doesn't really count. Is Overhaul the only character in the entire MHA universe? I mean, franchise that has his villain name after his quirk? He's the only person that I can recall. I mean, we could count Aerie. I mean, her quirk is Rewind, but she's gonna be a hero named Rewind. Who knows? Prob I'm just straight up guessing. That's probably if they I'm resting my injured ankle on my chair. I know I should be icing it, but I'm like, I need to rest. What? I'm sorry, I keep talking. Yeah, no, that's the only two that I could think of. Era doesn't really. She does count and doesn't count because Rewind would be a good name for Eri, as you know. But I'm thinking, um, also we all know that Eri's father is Mr. Aizawa. We can't deny that. That's a straight up fact. And then Izuku is Eri's brother, also with Mirio. Also, Mirio gets his quirk back in the manga, which I have like only 3 volumes of the manga. I don't have. I should really get like every manga volume, but I don't have the money for it because I just blew all my money on electric guitar and amp. Okay, don't judge me. I'm just I'm need to do something over the summer. Leave me alone. Besides this, okay. Ooh, I'm gonna keep my foot off the ice and just roll, roll my body. Ow! It hurts so bad. Yeah, no, I rolled my ankle really bad. Anyway, um, sorry, I keep rambling. Anyway, they named his quirk nuclear reactor. And I know you guys are in the comments like, why not name his quirk Fallout when you just did all of that? I'm like, it just doesn't feel right. Because if you guys seen the other what ifs, they never name his quirk, um, what his hero name is. I literally don't, I literally don't, I don't, at least I don't, any what ifs I listen to, they don't have his hero name as his quirk name. So, yeah. His, and the doctor says your quirks, yeah, he names the quirk, nuclear reactor. And Hasashi, when he gets wind of this, he's like, well, this is perfect. I can, I can help regulate my son's quirk, even though he'll have to wear a hazmat suit for the rest of his life. But Izuku's like, it's a small feat to become a hero. Yada yada yada. Anyway, now when Izuku gets a special hazmat suit to regulate, um, it's exactly like a hazmat suit like this, but but imagine pipes going down, where these the vents to breathe in from. Imagine pipes going down to like a machine on his back, like Son Goku. Sorry, not Son Goku. Oh god, the fifth tail Jinchuriki, because he releases uh like acidic steam like that. But what Izuku releases is nuclear steam. So excuse me. So about it's converted into just regular steam. One, not kill anybody. Two, not pollute the air. Because I'm gonna say Japan has a like oh in MHA they have like technology that's far beyond us, even though they would have technology far beyond what they are now if they didn't have quirks. Because that's an actual fact that Harako Harokoshi put in MHA. If they didn't have quirks, they would be far superior to what we are. I mean, to what they are. Anyway, I have a recording. I know it's long, around 60 minutes. I am very slow when it comes to. Anyway, I'm gonna try to go on for like a 40 minute to an hour because I haven't been posting. I know, I'm sorry. I've been listening to a lot of What If Naruto's, What If Deku's, What If lately, mostly What If Naruto's. Go check out Quietly, um, because he makes good content, even though he uses text to speech bot. I mean, I still enjoy it. Um, and Anime King 2, ones I probably mentioned before that I haven't posted yet. Um, yeah. So we go to the next day because I'm gonna say Asashi, like he had to get permission by the Japanese government. No, they got permission to by the Japanese government very quickly because his quirk. I'm gonna say there's a quirk system in in MHA. There is civilian quirks, hero quirks. I'm sorry, civilian, um, low class, middle class, high class, and omega quirks. Now, Bakugo's quirk, I would have to say, is a high class, it's like directly in the middle of of high class. It's not like very high class, and it's not low high class. It's like right in the middle. And anyway, anyway, um, what did I want to say? I wanted to say, what is it? I wanted to say, yeah, but Deku is an Omega. He has an Omega class quirk, which also it's not the same doctor as the one in canon. It's a different doctor. He doesn't need to name, but but the next day, Izuku goes to school, sees Bakugo, and Bakugo got his explosions, and and then he walks in, and everybody just looks at him, and he says, "Hi guys," and they say, "Izuku?" Even the teachers are like, "What?" And and he's like, "Yeah, I got my quirk. It's I need to wear this suit to regulate my quirk." Rubbing the back of his head with the with gloves on because he's actually like wearing a hazmat suit. And they say, "Well, what's your quirk?" He says, "It's called nuclear reactor," and they're all silent. And then Bakugo's like, "What?" And Deku begins to explain his quirk. his quirk is that he can create nuclear and he creates nuclear energy in his body that he can release into an explosion, steam, explosion, steam, liquid, uh, and solid. Yeah, no, I think it's just explosion and steam is what he can really do. The liquid would just kill somebody instantly, and well, solid. It's just solid uranium. Who wants to touch solid, pure uranium without, I don't know, wearing like a level 10? No, yeah, because I think there is like levels on hazmat suits on like from like highest to lowest. I mean lowest to highest. Who wants to touch pure uranium? You would need a level 10 hazmat suit with you can only a level and only level 10 will get you like around like 100 feet from the actual like target. No, I mean it would get you around like 10 feet. You need like a level 20. Okay. Ow, 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 I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, Izuku explains his quirk, yada yada yada, and Bakugo says, "Whoa, your quirk is very powerful, like mine." Bakugo doesn't really get his, arrogantness. I know I don't do that in a lot of what ifs. I should, but it doesn't fit right with me. Because if Deku has a quirk that's stronger than Bakugo would respect Deku more than canon. I mean, obviously he would respect him as an equal. Obviously, it's not true. Deku has an Omega class quirk. Anyway, and he says, "Well, I have to wear this suit pretty much 24/7." Kind of getting a little depressed, saying that, "Well, I can't hug you guys, and I can't, hug you, Kachan, because it's still called Bakugo Kachan." It's cringy. It's like 100. It's you guys were kids. Stop calling each other by each other's nicknames. It's dumb. Anyway, um, anyway, um, you know, as he says, I can't give you a hug anymore, Kachan. I'm sorry about that. He says, no, it's fine. I get it. You can't really, you know, hug people, but you can be an awesome hero. You can be number one, even though I'll beat you to it. And they create this friendly rivalry between each other on where they'll just and Deku says, "No, I'll beat you to number one spot." As Izuku goes through his middle school, kindergarten, elementary, and middle school wearing the hazmat suit, even though the hazmat suit has um, gone into evolution over time, where he can wear less, but it still has the same amount of uh, safety precaution. Um, I should do that. What if next? And then I got so many what ifs on my schedule. Oh my god. Anyway, oh yeah, I gotta get that back down. I'm sorry, I'm talking to myself. Anyway, anyway, you know, still getting less. He can wear less. It still works as the same. But Deku, he doesn't wear the school uniform like in canon, because his quirk would pretty much singe off the um because of just how much nuclear heat uh he would be emitting. Yeah, I'm ready to put on this. And well, Deku, he yeah, he doesn't have to wear um uh the clothing. And Hisashi has gotten the okay approval to upgrade Izuku's room to regulate. It has insulation to where radiation doesn't get out. I mean, he had to get like an entire house so it doesn't blow up. Like in the middle of, not in the middle of Japan, but um, in the middle of like pretty much nowhere, but it's still close to the city. I want to say he bought Dagobah Beach. Yeah, I'm gonna say his father is wealthy enough to buy Dagobah Beach, still near civilization, but he builds out into the water, like David Shield. So just in case it's not really near any civilians. So just in case the house blows up or miraculously blows up or something, um, or Izuku goes nuclear, it won't really have any effect on because it still have insulated padding, so the radiation won't be really bad. Um, but Izuku's kind of sad that he can't really touch, talk. You know, eventually he'll be able. Yeah, but Izuku he has to regulate his quirk quite often. So once because he has to get a complete drain every so often, so he doesn't accidentally blow up. When that happens, like it's once a month where he does a complete drain on where he just not goes nuclear, but he um not go nuclear, but like lets out all of his stored up nuclear energy, and he does that on a monthly, like once a month basis. Um, like the start, I'm gonna say the start of every month, so he can, so it slowly just builds up over time. But when that happens, he can, since he has zero, like he has like just the regular amount of radiation that a human body has, he would be fine. Um, he can touch people. He can talk to his mom. Do that only for like a 2 days, and then he has to wear the hazmat suit again because it recharges pretty fast. So he can spend as much time as he wants. I mean, they still go like celebrate his birthday and stuff, but he still has to wear like yeah. Anyway, um, now we go to pretty much the last day of middle school. Bakugo is a little bit nicer, but he still has that like cocky attitude. I know, shush. Oh my, I might go make a bagel or something. Oh, I can make myself a creamy sauce with cream cheese. Oh my, that's gross. Anyway, I'm tired. Oh, I can make myself a quick burrito or something. I'm so hungry. Anyway, we can go. You know what? He already has the vaccine. I can just cut off bloody. No, I'll probably just throw it out. Anyway, um, we go to pretty much the last day of middle school. Um, I'm sorry, I'm really hungry. Last day of middle school, and we see Bakugo and Deku, chatting it up, and then the teacher walks in with papers and says, "It's time to choose your career course." And he throws off all the papers, like, "I know you guys want to be heroes. The guys who show off the quirks show off their quirks. Deku obviously doesn't show off his quirk. He can't. He would kill everybody. I mean, he would kill people." And then Bakugo doesn't because he's like, I don't want to get in trouble. Like Bakugo will set off explosions in his hand, but he won't really like go as far as like blowing up like Deku's desk or something. And there's no like I would say, oh God, should I make that the ship? Actually, yeah, I think I'll make that the ship. Also, I'll continue doing my Naruto what ifs. I just haven't really gone how uh down to that. I'll I'll continue what if Naruto um what if I train Naruto? I won't I'll s- I want to see if you guys want me to keep going on what if I was in Naruto, because I don't know, I might scrap it and just leave it there for like a few like months. I've already left it there for like a few months, but I'll leave it there for like to next year. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with that one. But if you guys want me to scrap it, I'll scrap it. It was just something that I brought up, and I'm like, I can't really figure out what way I want to go with that. I'm like, I never come up with a script anyway. Okay, I keep rambling on. Stop rambling. Anyway, people who show off their quirks, yada yada yada. Bakugo and Deku, you know, he says, "Ha, you guys want, no, you'd be, God." Bakugo does his regular speech, except for he doesn't say, except for me and Izuku, because he doesn't call Izuku Deku. Actually, yeah, no, he doesn't call Izuku. He doesn't call Izuku Deku. He calls him Fallout. Everyone, his nickname is Fallout. That's his nickname. That's what he'll be using. Um, anyway, me and Fallout. Also, I love Fallout, like Fallout 4 and stuff. Um, anyway, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really tired. Um, uh, I'll I'll get to the UA extras exam tonight. I'm tired. I'm so hungry. I'll get to it tonight, and then I'll hopefully continue tomorrow. Maybe because I need to do like 1 to 2 hours of summer school, so I need to do that. And the only reason why I'm not doing summer school today is because it's still a holiday. It's right after um, 4th of July, so I still get this day off. My parents said, oh yeah, I need to turn on my alarms again so I can go to bed. I mean, so I can wake up tomorrow. Anyway, we go to, yeah, so Bakugo does his little speech. Bakugo and Deku, they head out together. They don't really, um, Izuku doesn't really meet the sludge villain. The sludge villain incident doesn't really happen at all. Because why would it? They're pretty much going the exact same way. Because I'm gonna say, they live like relatively in the same direction, and Bakugo doesn't really have his lackeys because he pretty much hangs out with Izuku all the time. So yeah. Also, shout out to I keep forgetting this. Shout out to whoever made this, and shout out to whoever made this. I keep forgetting. I don't know your names. I don't own any of these pictures. I wish I did. I mean, I'm like, these are really good drawings. I wish I could draw. I can't draw. I can play guitar though. I can play a little bit of Hell's Bells, and I can play Smoke on the Water. My version of Smoke on the Water. It's a different version of Smoke on the Water that my friend created. But I have a different ending to that Smoke on the Water. It's just a riff. All there is a riff on Smoke on the Water for guitar players who play guitar. Um, it's when you, if you guys don't know what a riff is, it's not a piano riff. A guitar riff is where you bend the chord you bend the chord down, or if you're on the last, like the one string, which is the thinnest string, you bend it up. But no one really riffs the first string. The thickest string is the sixth, the thinnest string is the first string. Also, I know there are eight-string guitars, but we don't talk about that because most of them are not eight strings; they're six strings. Anyway, I keep rambling on. Deku, he works on his quirk in a safe environment. Because I'm gonna say, uh, again, Japan's government, because they're pretty much relying on this kid not to pretty much blow up Japan. So the Japanese government, or nuke like a part of their well prosperous city. Um, um, they set up a like a training ground for him and him alone. You know, like, oh God, why are you getting so much favoritism? That's why. They don't want him to, I don't know, nuke the entire city, you know, because in case one of his blasts is too big. Stuff like that. Anyway, Deku trains on his quirk, uh in his own personal training ground filled with uh lead. Yeah, it's filled with lead, because lead is a it's not a conductor for radiation, so that's why so much reactors are made with lead pipes. Either the lead or copper. No, it's lead. Because I'm thinking of copper wiring. I don't know why. Oh, it's lead. Um, I think that's a fact. I'm just gonna say it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, Deku trains for the 10 months on Quirk. Blah blah blah. I know you guys don't really care about this stuff. Let's get to the end of the exam. That from there on, this is what I'll be going into detail. I know I don't really go into detail in these what ifs. I'm trying to do more of that. Anyway, we go to the answer to the exam. You know, Izuku and Bakugo are, having a chat, and people are staring at Izuku because he's still pretty much wearing a full hazmat suit, with the machine still on his back. It was either Han or Roshi. I think it was Han. Han has Son Goku. Roshi has the five tails. Yeah, like Han. It's either Han or Roshi. I forget. Anyway, I know it's the five tails, but I forget because they're brothers or cousins or yeah, I think they're brothers. I'm not sure. Anyway, um, people are just seeing Izuku, in this suit, and Izuku, the national Japanese government, whatever, the Japanese government, approves of Izuku, going outside and stuff, but try to keep it as minimal as possible. Anyway, I see a little silhouette of a man. I see a little silhouette of a man. I forget it. Shalaboo. Copyright. Ah, copyright! Hmm. You can't play it anyway, so I'm just kidding. Guess. Sorry, I keep rambling on. I'm surprised I didn't. Anyway, we go to it's yeah, it's the actors and Bakugo and Deku are chatting it up, yada yada yada. People are staring at Deku because he's wearing, the suit. We go to I'm gonna say Deku. He's pretty smart in this because he has to learn about his quirk, so he doesn't actually kill anybody. So he's pretty much like a nuclear physicist, like his dad, but a nuclear physicist for himself. He's his own nuclear physicist chief, regulator, he does everything. And, well, Ida does his speech on the zero pointer, yada yada yada, and then he points over to Deku and says, oh, well, also, why are you wearing the hazmat suits and wearing that giant machine on your back, huh? Is it a support item? We aren't allowed to use support items. And Deku just responds, if I take this off, everyone will die. Do you want me to take off the suit? I will take it off. Not giving two craps. And he's just like, is that a threat? No, Izuku says, no, it's a fact. My quirk is called nuclear reactor. What do you think? What do you think if I take this off? Huh? I don't know, nuclear radiation poisoning, nuclear steam poisoning, um, just straight up radiation poisoning. All of you will die if I take this suit off. Heh. And then everyone is just looking at Ida like, you're an idiot. No, yeah, no, someone just yells up from very far away, you're an idiot. And Ida just shuts up and just sits back down. And then President Mike goes on with, talking about the zero pointer, yada yada yada. Now we go to the entrance in the the robot portion. I mean the robot portion. No, yeah, the robot portion. I don't know why I said. I'm like, yes, no, maybe. Deku gets assigned to the one cannon, and well, he has to get like a modified version of the suit to take the entrance exam. So his uh so he- he can regulate every aspect of his body. He still regulates. He still has the machine on his back, but he's these red gauntlets. He has to still wear the red gauntlets. He wears them on both arms, and then he has like the red gauntlets like you see in this picture. He has it on both arms, but he has something like that on his feet at the same time. Like like these, but they're like one piece. So, and yes, since he's an entire nuclear reactor, all of his body is a nuclear reactor, he can use explosions on his feet, and that just helps regulate it. So he doesn't kill anybody. And anyway, people are looking at him still wearing like a full hazmat suit. People are like backing off, and he says, "Oh, don't worry, you're fine. This is like this is a level 10 radiation suit. I'm kidding, it's a level 20 radiation suit, so you won't feel much. Still feel little like weird, but you won't die. Don't worry, you're fine." You know. And as Izuku just walks up to the front, people are just moving out of the way, like, "Yeah, we're good." Yeah. Anyway, Izuku goes up the front. The gate's open. Izuku just like yeets himself in there. Why am I saying the word yeet? It's 2021. Better than 2020. 2020 sucks. 2021 is a little bit better at least. Anyway, mm, anyway, um, you know, and Mike is like, "What are you guys doing? Follow that kid! Go, 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 go!" And Izuku, he is using explosions on his feet, just small nuclear explosions, because obviously he doesn't want to kill anybody. And the nuclear reactor power kind of acts as like a he doesn't calm down unless he forces himself to, which means like yeah. He just forces himself to calm down because he's pretty much like a walking battery. He is a walking battery. What am I talking about? He is a walking battery. So he has to force himself to calm down because he has so much energy because he's a nuclear reactor. Anyway, Deku, he's destroying robots left and right, explosion, and yeah, just explosions because he can't really use the steam because it's not corrosive steam. I mean acidic steam. It's just regular uh, nu- nuclear steam, so it only hurts the human, not an object. So also, everyone in hold on. I know I'm going on a ramble, but people who are working at a I don't know, a nuclear reactor site or yeah, something like that. How are they alive? I'm questioning that because wouldn't the nuclear reactor explode if it's not regulated daily? Duh. I'm just confused on like how is the world not ended? Duh. Duh. Anyway, I'm like I'm feeling if you guys watch film theory, uh, send them a link of this video or something, or tell them Sword Sensei sent you and to talk about um how how a nuclear reactor didn't go off because that's an interesting topic. Anyway, um, Izuku is destroying robots left and right with explosions, and Nezu's like, let's bring out the big ass zero pointer. I know I'm going through this kind of fast because I'm tired, I'm hungry. Okay, leave me alone. And I'll get to stuff tomorrow. Anyway, we get he you know he sees. he sees the robot as a challenge, not really seeing Uraraka. So he's using small nuclear explosions on his feet, obviously, and he sort of does like a howitzer impact, but it's more of like a sharper howitzer impact um because he's not using like Bakugo on his hands. He can use it on his legs, um, and he pretty much and he regulates his gauntlets to act as like a soldering iron because he can turn up he can turn his he has nuclear heat, so and then toxic waste. No, toxic waste is hot. I don't know. Anyway, uh, uh, yeah, sorry, I'm tired. Anyway, I feel like this. Yeah, never mind. You know, doing like a howitzer impact, but like drilling through the 0 pointer, and then going back for another round, sort of like a oh god, what? It like go like a needle going, like you're trying to sew something with a needle, going back and forth, with a needle or something. I don't know. Doing that. And that's what he's doing. Anyway, and we'll get on to the rest of that tomorrow. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Oh God, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.